This is Stephen B on Sunny Days Radio, and you were just listening to Randy Bachman. Is the night to go over dancing? Let's move up a decade and we'll listen to an Atlanta Miles with Love Is. Hey, this is Steve, or as I'm known on the radio station, Stephen B. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of rundown of what's happening since I retired. Walked away from the store. I've completely given it over to Lana. My health was immediately improved. Walked into my doctor's office, and he is actually one of our customers. And he looked at me and said, "You look great. What have you done?" I said, "Quit." And he just had a chuckle and he says, "Yeah, at my age, not that I'm old, I'm only 71. Got a long way to go yet. Keep telling Lana she's stuck with me for at least 20 odd years." So anyway, I had to walk away from the store. It had come a time where my health concerns and everything else just piling up, and it was time. Lana was perfectly ready to do the store. She has been basically running it on her own for a while, and I was just being a pain in the neck by coming in every once in a while and telling her, "Well, you need to do this and that." Wasn't helping her, wasn't helping me. So I decided, it's time. Let's just walk away, let Lana run the store, and I can get into doing some things that I wanted to do probably for years. Now, about 2020, that's 6 years ago, I first set up this radio station. Internet radio station. As you can tell, I have not cheaped out on software or hardware. We are actually have the same software is used in many, many AM and FM stations around the world. Really good software. It allows me to be on the air for a little while. Also, it'll continue programming during the night. Nice thing too is I've just upgraded the software, and within the next couple of weeks, I'll be able to add a few more DJs on here, and they can be doing it from their own house. So, why did I do the station? Why did I do the station? That's the first question I'm going to try and answer. I spent a lot of years working in the music business. I have been a DJ on the stations before. I've been a program director. I've been a station manager, sorry. I've done all those things. And now, I walked away from the music business 17, 18 years ago to start the tea business. So I thought, what? Why not do something that I love doing? Well, back in the music business. It's called Sunny Days Radio as my homage to Skip Brokaw. If people remember the band Lighthouse, who gets played quite a bit on the station, Skip and I became very good friends over the years. We had more fun golfing and fishing and stuff like that. I forgot that he was the writer of major tunes. It was just Skip, let's go golfing. Skip passed away in 2017. So for years I couldn't even listen to a Lighthouse tune. It just hit me hard. And around 2020, I started to be able to handle it, and then I'd smile when I hear Sunny Days or One Fine Morning come on the radio. And I thought, what can I do with my background and what I have available to me, what can I do? So I thought, a radio station. And not just any old radio station. There's thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of online radio stations, but not many doing what I do. I only know of one other. I actually they have a wider span than I do, so they're not completely the same. I play Canadian music from the late '60s into the '80s, and I even sneak in a few early '90s songs in there too. We First off, I've got as many singles as I possibly can, as many charting songs as I can up so that I can play and talk about and one thing I have discovered is that not only have I rediscovered a lot of music that I hadn't heard in years, people like James Leroy and Denham with songs like Touch of Magic. I hadn't heard that song in years. Now I play that and a whole pile more of his stuff. He had a lot of good tunes, which I didn't know back then. I know now. Bands that I hadn't really gotten into back then, and I discovered some history. I play the Devrons and Chad Allen and the Expressions. Chad Allen and the Expressions stole or took a piano player, at the time very young guy, over to join Chad Allen and the Expressions, which, as a lot of people know, became the Guess Who. And that individual that appears in all of those was Burton Cummings. So you begin to learn these, and with these, I play Farmer John by the Devrons. We play all kinds of stuff by Chad Allen, and then we play a lot of Guess Who and Burton Cummings, so there's that continuity. It just, to me, it was doing something that I loved doing, something I was capable of doing. When I'm on the air, I get to choose the songs or let the computer choose it. I've got liners, station IDs, and over on the other computer here, I can monitor our web page and our Facebook page to see if there's any requests come in, and which I do get, which surprised me when it first started happening. But hey, I'm enjoying it. I'm doing this. I even, get requests from Europe. Actually, I have one lady in England, Wales, that listens to the station and says, "Wow, I've never heard this music before, and I'm really enjoying it." So not only am I playing our memories, but I'm reintroducing and introducing people who have never heard this music before. They have never, in Britain, the only Canadian bands that really got here in Britain was Guess Who? And then eventually when Bryan Adams and Corey Hart, some of those came along. But originally, way back when, Lighthouse got to play over there. They played at the Isle of Wight Festival. So there was a few bands, but not many. And that was a long time ago when Lighthouse and Guess Who were playing. So it's an introduction to a style of music or a type of music that people haven't heard. I was fortunate to have worked in the industry, and I'm playing a lot of artists that I've worked with in the past. Some of them I know quite well. It's kind of nice to be able to play their stuff. And then along the road, I've got to know some people that I didn't even know existed before. Yet, in this late 60s, early 70s, they had albums out that were played on the radio or they did fairly well. One of them is Kathy Young from Toronto. And she had an album out in the late 60s and early 70s. I've been playing Kathy's stuff and learning, where she fit into the music business. Danny Marks, I've been listening to, he has his own radio show on Jazz FM. Saturday nights plays blues. Well, Danny was the original guitar player for Edward Bear. Was on the first album. So it's interesting that these things come together that I wasn't completely aware of. I was aware of Ray Materik. I loved the song Linda Put the Coffee On. I did not know that Ray was from Brantford. It just kind of just brings it all together. Another gentleman from Brantford was a guy by the name of Scott Merritt. Scott had a couple albums out on Duke Street Records. He released some independent albums. Now runs a studio called The Cottage up in Guelph. Well, when we went to high school, I was the only one that hung around in the group that we hang around together that had his driver's license. So I became a roadie for Scott and his first band, Max Rat. And that piqued my interest in the music business, and it grew from there. So I'm not sitting around in my retirement. I'm not just doing nothing. I'm doing the radio station and having lots of fun doing it. Playing tunes like I grew up with April Wine. I love April Wine. I get to play a lot of their songs. And once a week, I used to do it on Sunday afternoons, so that's going to change because a lot of people that were listening, it's summertime, so they're not around Sunday afternoons. I play a program that I call Where the Music Took Them. And I will play artists from back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s with what they are doing and recording now. Gatto from Greg Gottowitz from Gatto just released a new album maybe a year or so ago called Amuse Me. Great album. Played him on that show. Gino Vanelli released an album not long after his wife passed away, and it was written and dedicated to her. And there's some absolutely beautiful songs on it. There's all kinds of stuff. Miles Goodwin, who passed away a few years back from April Wine, had released 2 blues albums. Great albums. Danny Marks, who was talking to a little while ago, has just released, and I am waiting for it to be shipped to me, a new blues album. And there's a lot of good stuff out there. There's a lot of wonderful music to listen to on the station. I encourage people to check us out. You can go to sunnydaysradio.com, and there's a listen live button. You can put on your Android Auto, on your Apple CarPlay, or on your own computer. And my slogan for the station is, the best time machine is a song. And it's so right. The memories, when you hear a song, the memories just come flooding back. And it's just like, wow, for a moment you're back in that time. Now, I have to admit, not all memories have been great ones, but I've been a lot of good ones. And a lot of these songs seem to take me back to the times I saw these bands live. Like I played Bond, Lyle, Ocean. I saw those guys playing in local bars. Mock the Hoople. Sorry, Major Hoople's Boarding House. Always get those 2 mixed up. and I said in this video I was just going to throw everything in, warts and all. So I play Major Hoobles, Copper Penny, Steel River. I saw them open for Uriah Heep in Toronto in the early 70s. Great band. I'm playing their stuff, listening to their stuff. The Ugly Ducklings, Gaslight, Kensington Market. And then I get into Prism and Saga. Atlanta Miles and her major songwriter, Christopher Ward, had an album of his own which got some great tunes on it. So, get a chance, check out the station. I'm going to do more videos about the station because it's not cheap to run the station, and there are a few people interested in sponsoring some shows, so that would be nice. I think I can talk Steve's Tea Company into sponsoring a show. So, because a few other shows that we do, almost forgot these. At 6 o'clock for the whole hour, we play 60s. 7 o'clock for the whole hour, we play 70s. And you guessed it, at 8 o'clock, we play an hour of 80s. So, we get a lot of Loverboy and Moxie and stuff like that in that hour. So, we have fun. The station, like I said, we've got a couple of prospective DJs coming in. One, I'm not sure what he's going to concentrate. He can do whatever he likes. I know one of them that is coming on board likes the heavier music, so you may not hear a lot of Triumph and Tees and Anvils, stuff like that. Speaking of Tees, I got their new album 2 weeks ago. So they're being added to the rotation for where the music took them. So all kinds of stuff happening. I try to keep up to date with bands that are out there playing. Recently got to Triumph and April Wine. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff happening. I'm not sitting around collecting dust. It's keeping me busy doing this. I'm also going to do some videos as well. But I'm going to be on the air every day having some fun. It is a station based here in Brantford, and it will become more Brantford centric. Gonna do the eyewitness news. I look out the window and I witness the news. Sorry, weather. I'm learning these. It's fun being just free to do this. My doctor says my health is doing fine. I am handling my diabetes fine. Just having some fun here and just enjoying this radio station. I get to choose, like I say, the songs, or we got many different things to do. We can click in things, just PSAs and stuff like that, commercials. I had some recently. I got a copy of all the commercials that the Guess Who and Five Man Electric Band did with Coca-Cola. So I'm gonna have some fun playing some of that stuff. So it's just tune in, check us out. We're, like I said, online, www.sunnydaysradio.com, and when I'm on the air, I remember to turn my phone off. Forgot to turn it off when I'm talking on here, but my goal today was just to do a video, and whatever happened, happened. And this is the video that I'm doing, and this is a video that we will put up, and I thank you for checking it out. And again, I ask you to check out the radio station and see what you think. Let me know if you have some special requests. You can go on our Facebook page and just say, hey Steve, can you play? And if you can give me a time that you'll be listening. I'll try and play the song in the time. No, I don't have all the songs from that time, but I have approximately 2,500. So chances are I should have something or something close to what you're looking for. So, like I said, Sunny Days Radio, my homage to Skip Prokop and to all the other Canadian artists that are still with us, who aren't with us, and just doing it for them, having some fun, playing tunes. And in case anybody asks, I am licensed by SOCAN. So if we're doing all this legitimate, this is a SOCAN licensed radio station. So anyway, you have a great day, and I will see you soon. Take care.